If I pull this off, this is some Jarno Opmeer level IQ plays. Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode Season 9. We've had a brilliant start to this season with a P1 finish last time out. If you guys haven't caught up with the series yet, make sure you check out the link in the description. It's a link to a playlist of all the F1 2021 My Team videos we've made so far. So please do check that out to catch up. If you guys are caught up, welcome back to another video. Now, we are heading into this one, the Chinese Grand Prix, being the fastest car on circuit. Progress is the best one out there. So yeah, we should be the best performing car, should have some decent components here, not much worn, and without further ado, let's just jump in. So let's dive straight into the Chinese Grand Prix. Let's go to race weekend. Welcome to qualifying in the Shanghai International Circuit in China for the Chinese Grand Prix. Now, if I remember correctly, we've had a very difficult time around China, mainly because this is a glitch circuit. There's a lot of problems with it. I think in the previous couple times we've DNF'd here often, so I just hope, knock on wood, that we make it through today's Grand Prix without a DNF. Also, one thing is that the AI is super fast around this circuit, extremely fast, so it is going to be a bit of a challenge against the AI. Yeah, overall very glitchy circuit, as I keep saying. Sector 2 is where I lose a lot of time. There's a lot of high-speed corners and slow-speed corners that you need to navigate through. I really hate slaloms, especially on the controller. It's very difficult because you don't have the finesse to get out of the corners. So as soon as you try to accelerate, if you don't have the right degree of the joystick, you will slip. So that is why I am slow on corner exits, but it is what it is. I still am competitive, as we saw in FP2, where I set the 4th best time despite the AI being super fast around here. FP1 was a bit of a struggle, mainly because I just didn't have the power. I didn't have the grip to the circuit, and I made some adjustments to my setup, and that helped a lot. So, jumping into this one, how would I tackle this? Well, I'm just going to focus on Sector 1 and 3, because those two sectors I'm fairly decent at. Sector 1, I'm like in the top 5. Sector 3, I'm the fastest. And then Sector 2, I'm just the worst at. So, if those different sector times balance out, I should be able to make it through to the next round of qualifying. Also, a quick note, it's going to rain towards the end of the Grand Prix. This is going to be a wet weather, dry weather kind of combo. So, this is going to get exciting on race day. So, let's hope we can see out the rest of the Grand Prix today, and let's just get out there. Time to set a lap. Alright, finishing our first lap here. We're giving a Verstappen a tow. We're giving Verstappen a tow, which is not what we need. Hopefully we can get a little tow from Sainz. Not quite sure. Coming across the line, let's see what our time is. P7. Okay, we need to cool down the tires. Two tenths improved. Let's see if that's good enough. Marvelous. Lando Norris in the lead with myself in P13. That's quite a discrepancy. 0.8 second gap. That's quite big. Aiken, Mazepin, Matsushita, Schwartzman, Zhou, and Eilert are knocked out. Let's move on to Q2. Getting out of here is going to be difficult. Well, this is the end of the first lap of Q2. Let's see if we can make the final couple turns clinical enough. Good. Nicholas Latifi is out of the session, I believe. That was poor. Absolutely poor. Yep. P7. Oh, 2.5 tenths improved. Let's see. P8. At this pace, we're getting out of here. Okay, this is good. But the problem is we're going to start on the softs, which is not ideal. So technically I do want to get knocked out, because we want to go long on the mediums until the rain stint comes. Let's see. Marvelous. We make it through to the final round of qualifying. Giovinazzi with the fastest lap, but I'm 6 tenths behind him in P9. Tickton, Lundgaard, Raikkonen, Stroll, Ocon, and Latifi get knocked out, with Lundgaard with a 5-position grid penalty. Let's take a quick look at what that was. Oh yeah, that was me trying to get another lap in. Lundgaard, collision with Latifi. Latifi had terminal damage, of course, in the AlphaTauri, so it must have been one of those pit exits. causing a massive crash. So that is unlucky for Lundgaard. Well, we're moving on to the next round. Let's see what happens there. I missed out on a final lap. That is a big shame. I just about missed out on crossing the finish line, so it was like 0 and then I crossed it. So we are back at the grid. I only ran on used softs, so that is second and some 1.7 seconds slower than fresh softs. So yeah, a bit of a shame. P10 midfield start, but that makes good content for you guys, so make sure you like the video to make sure that I know you guys love this content. So let's get on with the race itself. Let's go to race day and see what we can do from the midfield.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once more, a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt we've got plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Antonio Giovinazzi will lead us away from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Gasly, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz and Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell and Ace, Latifi, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Raikkonen, Ticktum, Eilert, and Guan Yu Zhou and Robert Schwartzman, Matsushita, Lundgaard, Mazepin and Jack Aitken. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Time to race around the Chinese circuit. Let's talk about personalized strategy. So the rain is coming towards the end. Now this was a bit of a shame that I made it through because the softs are still on. Let me add a stint here of another set of softs, maybe. Something like this, maybe. Is that the strategy we go for? Soft until the rain hits, probably. Yeah, let's do that. Unless it's a safety car, then we're moving on to the mediums. If we are gonna move on to another set of tire anyway, I think we want to stay on the softs because they're the fastest on track. Let's rectify the situation. We made a total hash of qualifying, so let's make up for it on race day. 5 red lights and we are underway. Perfect reaction time. Nice. Oh my god, very aggressive on the get-go. Oh my god, what's happening here? Whoa, what a move. Up to P7 now. Oh. Up to P6. Thank you very much. Never mind. Lost the position to Leclerc. We immediately got it back. Nice. Those sausage curves are the worst. They're gonna cause underbody damage if you're not careful. Nice. This is working a lot better than I thought. How old are my tires? I should have very old tires. Let me see. Jesus Christ, 16%. Yikes. Not ideal. Tire temps are okay. Let's see. Let's keep this train going. Ah, a little slide out of there. Not ideal. Come on, let's go. Verstappen is just up ahead. Let's stay within DRS range because DRS is going to be enabled at the end of this lap and the start of the next. Ah, the exit of this turn is the worst. But did well. I did well there. Let's keep pushing, keep pushing. Uh-oh, we're entering overheating territory. This is not good. This is not good indeed. We need to keep these tires very, very cool. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm in DRS range, good. Nice, nice, nice. Here we go, DRS enabled. Let's see. Oh god, my tires are overheating. This ain't good. Well, Leclerc's gonna get past me. Not ideal. But he's got better tires probably than I do. Plus he's got DRS assistance. Let's see if we can get him here at the hairpin around the outside. Gasly's in the pits. Okay, early stop for him. We're moving on to another set of softs, preparing for the wet weather. Weather report.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes time, so stay on your toes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
5 minutes time? We could stay out then. Let's stay out. Let's risk it. We gotta stay out. Okay, this is good. This is good. Everyone's going into the pits. That gives me an advantage here. Lando's in the pits as well. Clouds are starting to come. Clouds are starting to hang around the Shanghai International Circuit. You see clouds in the distance. It's getting darker.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain.
Yes.
I'll keep you updated as the conditions change.
Thanks, Jeff. Please let the rain gods help us out here. Let the rain come earlier than expected, please. Thank you. Oh, Lungard's out. Safety car. Virtual safety car. Okay. Safety car. Safety car deployed. Okay.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Okay, hold on.
Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
This changes a lot of things.
Confirmed.
Weather report.
We're expecting the rain to hit us any time now. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
This is a dilemma. Weather's gonna hit any time now. Do I pit now for the inters? This is a very convenient and inconvenient timing of the safety car. Screw it, we're staying out. Because it doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. But if it does, we are going to immediately dip into the pits. Because I take the lead now. Everyone's going to be on a new set of like dry tires, slicks. So we're all going to have to pit when the rain hits. So I will be able to maintain my P1 track position. If that's the case. Massive risk here. Massive risk. This is a massive risk. Box this lap. It's raining, isn't it? Do you guys see rain? It's raining. Oh my god, that was rapid. I'm just gonna put on the inters now, because I'm not gonna have to pit later. I'm gonna use the safety car as my mechanism to pit. Or my timing to pit. We're going on to inters to prepare for it. It's not really inters time yet, but we're gonna make the risk. We're gonna take the risk. It could be a big L here, guys. It could be a big L, but I'm willing to take the risk here.
Speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
If I pull this off, man, this is some Jarno Opmeer level IQ plays. It's not yet wet. I know that. I'm waiting for the rain to just, shower onto the track. I think by the time the safety car decides to come in, we're going to have wet weather. And I'm going to have the upper hand on everyone, have the advantage. Despite being last right now. Look at the rainfall, like it's really coming down. Come on, please. Please be inters. Please be inters time by the end of this. Come on, get wetter, man. Come on. I still don't have any grip, but I have a lot more grip than the start of the lap. Weather report.
This rain is going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Still dry weather time, but let's see if this strategy pays off. Please, 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 please. Took a huge risk with the inters. Come on, man. Come on, weather. It's not looking healthy out here, man. I think we're even gonna go to the wets, you know?
Yellow flag.
Okay, green flag. Yellow flag? What's going on? Someone's retiring. Oh dear. Someone's retired already. But, oh my god, there's a wing fragment just up in the air here. Someone's taking the L here, man. It's slowly getting there. Slowly getting there, man. Oh, there's a huge procession of cars here. Thank you very much. Let me just coast right past you, mate. Both of them lost their wings, Verstappen and Gasly. Well, they're struggling with tire conditions as well because it's wet. It is actually wet out here. I'm starting to gain grip. It's Inter's time, definitely. Is there mist coming out the tires yet? I think so. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Weather report.
At least another 10 minutes until this rain evens out.
Oh, it's coming.
We're not certain which is the best tyre right now. Dries or Inters.
Oh, I've gone deep there. Yeah, everyone's in for Inters. There we go. Everyone's in for Inters. Haha, suck it. Eat my dust. This strategy did pay off. This is good. Oh, I've absolutely fluffed this turn. I have to remember that it's wet conditions now, not dry. So my braking lines are completely different now. Oh, Lance Stroll's up.
Information on Stroll, they are out of the race.
What's going on there? I was curious indeed. Anyway, it's still very slippery out here. It's a mixture of... I mean, it is Inter's time, 100%. But I think the dry setup that I have on the car is kind of counteracting the Inter's a little. But yeah, we've caught up massively to Islet, who's just decided to stay out on the softs, or the dry tires.
I know these conditions look pretty terrible, but that water is draining away. I think the intermediate is going to stay the tyre of choice for a while yet.
Okay, so intermediates are going to continue to be the best tire. Okay, that's good news. I was worried that the wets were going to come into play. Got a couple laps left, 13 or so laps. And I'm feeling very confident. But it's not over until the fat lady sings, so let's keep this performance up because we are doing brilliantly in the wets. It's like Kimi Räikkönen masterclass. And speaking of which, he's in P3. At his ripe age of 50 or something like that. I said that in the previous episode as well. Kimi has had a final spurt in his career. He's 50 something. And he is outperforming all the young ones. What a legend.
The cars are definitely kicking up a lot of spray at this point. I doubt we're quite ready for the full wet, but we're not far off.
Okay. Not far off from the wets, he says. Thank you, Jeff. We got 8 laps left of the Grand Prix. I mean, my tires are okay still. As long as... I mean, either way, I'm happy. Like, I could finish on these tires solid P1 finish. Or I can go on to the wets and still be in the lead. So, either or, I am very happy. Because I almost have a full pit stop distance to Norris. That delta is just constantly expanding. So, I'm quite confident of my chances here. Let's keep pushing. The wet weather was not enough for wets, so I stuck out on the Inters, finding myself in the lead with a 29-second gap. Can you believe it? Lando Norris totally hashed it by pitting. He pit for new Inters, but Sainz and Giovinazzi braved it out on used Inters, or like the fresh inters from the start of the wet stint, and they have managed to get on the podium. Don't think Lando Norris is going to get anywhere near signs, so
Looks like it's going to
yeah.
be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes.
It's getting lighter.
Grip, but don't expect a dry track.
Yeah, well, the race is over, mate. I am on my final lap here. Absolute domination.
On the car behind by 5/10 per lap.
I am getting 5/10 per lap, really. I'm Kimi Räikkönen of the wets. Oh yeah, and Kimi Räikkönen pit for new inters, or pit for wets earlier, remember? Wrong call, mate. Wrong call. He's now stuck in the back or something. I think he's in the top 10, though. Oh god. Saved it. That's fine. Okay, final couple turns. Absolutely done, these tires. Yeah, almost 50% worn. But they're pretty much, what is it? Interslicks? Or slintermediates? But we've done it. We've braved it out in the wets to secure P1. Solid gap to the cars behind. Absolute dominant performance for another race victory. Second one in a row of this season. I'll take that. Oh, I see some back markers up there. One more lap and I think I could have gotten them. But it's over. And we've secured P1. Marvelous. Thanks, boss. Thanks, team.
Jeff, thanks for your work this weekend. Well done, mate. Team effort. Thanks to all the boys.
Superb driving. That's the race win.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important win nonetheless. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Marvelous result indeed. That was one hell of a finish to the Chinese Grand Prix. Wet weather stint, played it to absolute perfection with the safety car, pit early, took a risk, and we came out on top with a massive gap. Couldn't have asked for a better win. Let's go. And that is the end of a marvelous Chinese Grand Prix. Myself, Giovinazzi, and Sainz on the podium, as we just saw. Lando Norris with the fastest lap as well in P4 after pitting. Lewis Hamilton, Russell, Gasly, Raikkonen, Ticktum, and Zhou in the top 10 points. So Williams scoring points and the Alfa Romeo as well. Double McLaren in the points. That's good to see. Red Bull missing out with Perez in 11th. Ocon, Leclerc, Eilert, Verstappen, Mazepin, Matsushita, Schwartzman, and Aiken rounding out the finishers in the back, with Stroll, Latifi, and Lundgaard not finishing the race today after some engine issues, I believe. Let's take a look later. Standings wise, we extend our lead at the top. 51 points to our name. 26-point gap to Lewis Hamilton, who makes his way up to P2. Eilert drops down one position, and Norris climbs up to P7 after failing to finish the Grand Prix last time after a massive crash. So he's done well to come back a bit. In the constructor standings, we are still in the lead. 21-point gap to Mercedes, who've just jumped up the order. They failed to score any points last time, I think. So today was a splendid day for them. Or they scored some points last time and then they earned a lot today. Red Bull down in P8. That is a bit of a sad sight, with Williams, Haas, and Aston Martin still in the back with Williams on 2 points. McLaren are still in the top 3. That's great to see. So let's see how this progresses over the course of the season. Did Jarno Opmeer proud today, I believe. That was a splendid strategy call during the safety car to pit for the wets, or the intermediates, to prepare for the wet stint. That was absolute perfect timing. Couldn't have asked for a better one, because I pit early for the inters, I got a massive gap to the cars behind, and I continued to build on it because my tires were up to temperature a lot sooner than the others. So I just had a massive advantage over everyone, and I maintained a 29-second gap to a 30-second gap to everyone behind me. So yeah, that was an absolute dominant performance in China. Also, I think this is the first time I finished China in this series. Maybe one time I finished below par, like in the lower end of the points. But yeah, this is great to see us really bounce back and get some solid points with P1 and P4. Lando Norris, a bit of a shame that he pit early for another set of inters, but it is what it is. I guess he couldn't stay out there for long because of the used inters, or very worn inters. But it is what it is. We will continue to fight for points, and yeah, that was a very good race, despite also starting on very used softs. I was worried for a sec that I would not be able to really compete against everyone else, but we managed to nurse the used softs until the inters. So yeah, couldn't have asked for a better Grand Prix. Next up, of course, is back to the normal schedule of Imola, is it? I believe, or it's Portimao, one of the two. I think Imola comes first, so we're heading to Italy for the Italian or Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. So make sure you check in then. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe using the red button down below, and hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as I upload next. This video definitely deserves a like for that insane tactic and strategy calls, so please be sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future F1 videos on my channel. Thank you guys so much for your time today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. See you guys at the next Grand Prix.